Abaddon, master of the black mist of Avernus. Alchemist, an unbalanced pair of jailbreakers questing after the ultimate transmutation. Ancient apparition, immortal elemental, born of the cold, infinite void. Anti-mage, nemesis of the dark god and of all those who wield magic. Axe, the ruthless general of the red mist. Bane, the avatar of waking nightmares and the essence of fear itself. Batrider, thrill-seeker extraordinaire who rules the skies. Beastmaster, embodiment of nature's primal savagery. Bloodseeker, hound of the flayed twins whose bloodlust demands unceasing sacrifice. Bounty hunter, stalker for profit. Brewmaster, drunken seeker of enlightenment through libation. Bristleback, a paradoxical combination of dedicated training and hundreds of tavern brawls. Broodmother, who will slay any threat to her offspring. Centaur Warrunner, a mighty warrior fixated on becoming legend. Chaos Knight, planeslider who seeks to finally extinguish the source of the light. Chen, scourge of the unbeliever. Clinks, slayer of Maraxiform and cursed to feel the agony of death forever. Clockwork, master of ambush and engineer of mechanized destruction. Crystal Maiden, outcast master of the frozen arts. Dark Seer, stranger in a strange land and master of strategy. Dazzle, fanatical shadow priest of the Dazen Order. Death Prophet, she who peers beyond the veil yet is unable to die. Disruptor, ruler of thunder and lightning. Doom, the insatiable Lucifer, destined ruler of the world. Dragon Knight, the dragon slayer who contains the essence of his sworn enemy. Drow Ranger, whose arrows whisper death's secret names as they fly from the shadows. Earth Spirit, the living might of the earth itself. Earthshaker, Earth's mortal avatar. Elder Titan, our shattered world is said to be a reflection of his fractured soul. Ember Spirit, teacher of the ways of the burning celestial. Enchantress, a cheerful sylvan wanderer. Enigma, none can truly tell his tale or know what he is. Faceless Void, he who exists outside of time can wield it to great effect. Gyrocopter, perfecter of mechanized flight. Oscar, beware the one whose power grows with injury. Invoker, the quasi-immortal prodigy of magic. Io, the inscrutable embodiment of universal mysteries. Jakiro, living, breathing contradiction who wields both fire and ice. Juggernaut, from the sunken Isle of Masks, tirelessly devoted to swordplay and ritual. Keeper of the Light, a cunning disguise for one who lives in all planes at once and bears the power of infinite light. Conquer, commander of the ghost ship and wielder of the legendary Tidebringer. Legion Commander, leader of the destroyed Bronze Legion, pursues vengeance against those from the abyss. Leshrac, who once peered into the chronoptic crystals and found only horror at the core of all existence. Lich, master of ice magic and enslaver of kingdoms, trapped in an undying parody of his former life. Life Stealer. This strange body holds two minds who seek to infiltrate the psyche of others. Lena. Proud and bright like the all-consuming power of fire that she wields with cunning. Lion. Corrupted demon witch driven only by infinite rage. Lone druid of the forgotten Bear Clan, burdened with the keeping of the legendary Seed of Renewal. Luna, the dreaded Moon Rider, guardian of the Night Silver Woods. Lycan, sole heir of the forgotten House of Ambry, cursed to lycanthropy by his own king. Magnus, the proud Magnosaurus, bent on revenge to those who despoiled his homeland and kin. Medusa, youngest of the Gorgons, gave up her radiant beauty for immortal power. Meepo, elusive and enigmatic, it is said he can split himself without dividing his power. Mirana, she surrendered the solar throne to serve the goddess of the moon. Morphling, spawned from a comet, born into battle. Naga Siren, sinuous and serpentine, yet bound by the most rigid honor. Nature's prophet, who sprouted from Verodicia's body to nurture and defend the woods. Necrophos, the Pope of Pestilence, whose power grows as his plague corrupts and devours its victims. Night Stalker, beware nightfall, for he watches and waits for those who stray from torchlight. Nyx Assassin, shaped from a grub into a killing machine to destroy the enemies of his goddess. Ogre Magi, singular prodigy of an exceptionally dull race and said to be graced by divine luck herself. Omni-Knight, the only one who dared question the omniscience and was made stronger for it. Oracle, a mysterious soothsayer from another dimension, doomed to shape fate with his predictions. Outworld Devourer, a terrifying being whose arrival foreshadows an even greater threat. Phantom Assassin, veiled sister of a mysterious order of which she alone still recalls her true name. Phantom Lancer. This curious being is infused with reflective shards, remnants of a dead wizard's life force. Phoenix, child of galactic suns whose destiny is intertwined with the mortals of this plane. Puck, the infant form of a fairy dragon. Is mischief its sole purpose, or does something darker stir within? Pudge, battlefield butcher and consummate consumer of carrion. Pugna, part of a legacy of reincarnated beings who have mastered the destructive power of oblivion itself. Queen of Pain, succubus of torment, herald of agony. Razor, lightning lord from the Underscape. Riki, orphan of the great Talin dynasty, master of invisibility and assassination. Rubik, who became Grand Magus when he discovered he could turn the powers of his predecessors against them. Sand King, avatar of the great sentient sands that flood the scintillant waste. Shadow Demon, infinite corruptor of those who would dare summon him. Shadow Fiend, dark and unfathomable collector of souls. Shadow Shaman, master of the mysterious serpent wards, he seeks only to live and let live. Silencer, the grim nemesis of magic users and all those who wield arcane energies. Skywrath Mage, a powerful mage cursed by tradition to protect the one he hates the most. Slardar, protector of the sunken treasures found in the ink-black depths of the seas. Slark, deeply cunning, and the only one to ever escape the dreaded prison of Dark Reef. Sniper, ruled by dark prophecy and exiled from his people. Spectre, a strange being who incarnates solely to pursue combat. Spirit Breaker, a plane-shifting elemental force who serves a hidden master. Storm Spirit, capricious fate has infused this mortal frame with the eternal power of the storm. Sven, desecrator of the Vigil Codex that had doomed his father, he answers to no one but himself. Techies, do give this explosive trio a wide berth. Templar Assassin, sworn protector of the Hidden Temple, wherein she drinks deeply from the fountain of hidden knowledge. Terror Blade, once a demon, yet was found to be too foul, too terrible by his own kin. Beware his twisted intent. Tide Hunter, nemesis of Kunkka, devoted to Maelron the Tentacular. Timbersaw, lone survivor of Augury Bay, a town decimated by carnivorous plants and murderous trees. Tinker, one of a race who arrogantly plumbed the inner workings of nature itself, and thus doomed the Violet Plateau. Tiny, an ever-growing expression of mineral intelligence seeking self-awareness. Treant Protector, selected by his sentient plant brethren to scout the outer lands and anticipate any threat to their hidden sanctuary. Troll Warlord, exiled from his own race for being too vexatious. Tusk, the snowball from Cobalt. He bested the bristled bruiser after a legendary brawl. Undying, chosen by the dead god to spread his dirge across the land. Ursa, known as Ulfsar, a proud and mighty warrior as dependable as he is ferocious. Vengeful Spirit, betrayed and wings broken, she made a forbidden pact to enact her vengeance. Venomancer, once an herbalist, now an abominable hybrid of orchid and reptile whose venom is infinitely potent. Viper, a soaring monstrosity who used forbidden knowledge to enhance its own toxins. Visage, spectral gargoyle charged with hunting those souls who by chance or determined cunning have escaped the veil between life and death. Warlock, indefatigable pursuer of lost tomes and master scholar of the eldritch arts they contain. Weaver, once maintainer of the warp and weft of reality itself, now exiled for daring to weave his own fate. Windranger, once known as Lirelai, favored godchild of the capricious wind. Winter Wyvern, rare member of the Dragon Scholars. She lives for the adventure of finding rare tomes. Witch Doctor, ancient twisted being who has cultivated the power and discipline to heal or destroy. Wraith King, he distrusted his mortal flesh and instead transformed himself into a deathless being with the energy shed by the sacrifice of terrifying beings. Zeus, eternal lover of mortals and their whims, was cursed to fidelity for a mortal's lifetime by his spurned wife. Monkey King, a slippery trickster, he has crowned himself king of the primates. with ambitions for far greater.
Can Radiant and Dire be forced to resolve their primordial differences? Arcwarden's shattered psyche depends on this flimsy hope. Here we find a sanguine romantic whose feats of hedonism and recklessness are known even to myself. Mireska Sunbreeze. What more is there to say about this upstart fairy who left a life of privilege to swindle and grift her way through life?